It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Returning in from the 16. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Yeah! There we go!
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And he gets him around 6 there. Javon Holland there to make the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They go with Williams on the counter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go.
Yeah, here we go!
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go!
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. Prescott here from the gun. On the move, headed right. And this one does not go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
On play action now, Wilson. He beams one deep right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. It's a design boot. Neighbors with a catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Throwing on third, Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separate. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Taking a deep shot here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Dak. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 42 yards on that punt. And the Giants are going to like where they start out for this drive. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. An 8-yard gain on that run, but they're going to need an even heftier gain. 3rd and pretty long here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly trying to force one through there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. It's away, not a great kick, angling right towards the sideline. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Throwing it deep off his back foot. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Brian Anger on now to punt. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. 1st down, here's Russ. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He puts some power on a deep one left. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Wilson now from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. Wilson looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Russ is cooking again. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Motion man sent left. Wilson to throw again. And in, touchdown New York. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Gano ready to send this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Trying for the deep ball. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Dak. He's loaded another one up. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Dak now from the gun. He's trying another one deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Wilson. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now here's Russ. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Sticking in the air with Wilson. Has his man, it's Tracy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Once more, it's Wilson. Touchdown, New York! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. 1st down, here's Dak. Off his back foot, hurling this deep. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Back deep is Williams. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Russ is going to cook here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. We're through 2 here with the Giants overcoming home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida, Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Giants down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front. First and 10 now from the 30. Sending a receiver left. Wilson with it on first. Finds him over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Micah Parsons making that play. They'll go left side with Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up first and 10. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Offense to the line for second down. To throw, here's Wilson. Buys time, rolling right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Robinson in motion right. Wilson on 3rd down. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Play action, it's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Throwing again is Russ. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Throwing again, here's Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. On play action now, Wilson. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Gets this to Slayton. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This from 40 on the right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They get 4 yards. It's going to be 4th down. Three quarters in the books from this one. The Cowboys have it. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Going for it, it's Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the markers. They turn it over on downs here in the 4th. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They go right back to Tracy. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Pass is caught at the 9. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Return starts from the 16. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Cowboys offense headed out there. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down. Now Prescott. He lets one fly deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Prescott here from the gun. He's looking deep once again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
He's trying to go deep again. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Here's Tracy once more. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Giants, well, they can probably just run away and hide. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Throwing on first is Prescott. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Dak now from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They kick the running back in motion. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. A handoff to Tracy. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Here's Tracy. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.